Happy Sunday. How are we doing today? Pretty good, I hope. You guys survived Saturday night? Let's get the air on. Bear gets to run around today. Kind of overcast today. Rained all day yesterday. Let's get inside and go cause some trouble. Hey, I'm working on a set of 2019 Subaru Crosstrek 2-liter heads. They're the FB20 variety. These are direct injected instead of port injected. It's a timing chain engine versus the earlier belt motors. Also, hey, there's little lash caps that go on here. You have to keep them in order or you're going to have to redo the valve adjustment. A lot of customers think that those are hydraulic lifters. It has a, let me show you. It has a lifter that goes in here, but it's not a lifter. It's just a pivot point for the rocker arm. So they think it's hydraulic and they mix up all these caps. This customer, when it came in, he had just a couple of the caps left on it and the others just were somewhere. So, you know, it's going to be a mess. He said he's going to try to figure it out, but it's going to be a tough one. It's also an interference engine, so if your timing chain snaps or tensioner fails, you're going to bend all your valves. Another thing, I always tell the customer to remove the plugs. We're just doing a pressure test and surface, and I'm not going to remove them. And he's obviously going to change them. I tell people to remove them plugs because I'm not going to. Years ago, I removed somebody's spark plugs, and they had a bad hole. They blamed me, said I stripped it out. I didn't strip it out. Well, let's get these things pressure tested. Here we are with my pressure tester. I got a whole bunch of plates to pick from. And I'm going to use this one because it has an air inlet hole on it. Let me show you why. So the deal is I got to plug all the water holes to pressurize the coolant system. But this head, it doesn't have anywhere to do it here and nowhere on this end. So if I didn't have that plate, I'd have to pop this plug out and put air in through there. So here's that plate. It's made of steel. And it's got thick rubber on this side. I'm just going to clamp it down. So the plate goes on here. Make sure it's not got any open holes. Put the air line on. Turn the air on. It's probably going to leak a little bit because I'm doing 40 pounds. Okay, here we go. This thing rotates. It's leaking a little bit, but that's okay. Not the head, the plate. No bubbles. Gotta check the whole head. Down in the ports. Check this end. Go around and check this end. Good so far. Come back around this way. Stuff's falling. Nobody got hurt. That was a bar that I didn't use. This side's good. Let's check the top. Got to check these freeze plugs. You got to just check everywhere. I had a buddy had a head pressure tested. The salt plug was leaking, and they told him, "Well, we didn't check the top." That's ridiculous. This head's good. Let's get it out of here. Okay, that one tested good too. Let's get it over and vacuum test it and make sure them valves are sealing. So before I surface them, I got to make sure that all the valves are sealing. I have this. It's made by Sue. It's a vacuum gauge. It just has a rubber pad here, and when it gets blocked, it goes up. So that lets me know the valves aren't bent or burnt or, you know, just messed up. So it just goes over the port here, and I pull the trigger. That one's good. This one has an EGR hole, so if I put it on here, it doesn't do anything. I got to cover that with my finger. There we go, it's good. Let's do the other one. Good. And good. Now I got to change out to a bigger plate. So this just screws off. And I got a bigger one that covers the intake port, because it's a little bit bigger. And it screws on. Here we go. That one's good. That one's good. This just tells the health of the head. This, you can even see it. You got a really bad valve guide, but it's still sealing. It won't vacuum test good. Okay, let's surface them. So this is my surfacer. First thing before we do anything, you got to get down here and pull this. Pulling that oils the machine ways right here. That's what the table rides on. And there's a big lead screw in here. You can't see it because something's covering it. So here's the business end down here. This is the speed control. I can turn this and make the table go faster and slower. And it's got buttons here to change directions. There it's going forward. Now it goes into reverse. Start and stop. And we got these knobs over here. This one turns the head on. And this other one makes it go wrap it up and wrap it down. Let me show you. So watch this head. Here we go up and down. I can't surface with that. Obviously it goes way too fast. And we just slam into the head. So here's that cutter head. Up here, this is how I adjust it down in thousandths increments. So I'll turn it on and just kind of creep into the head. You'll hear it hit. And then back up. Now it's time to decide how I'm going to bolt it in there. I could bolt it to the exhaust or the intake, or I could set it up on parallel bars and pull it down with a clamp. This one I'm going to bolt to the exhaust side here. So I just picked through something in here. I have a whole bunch of random things that I can choose from. And I'll be bolting that to this plate. It pivots. And it also can slide back and forth, depending on where I want it to land on the cutter head. So let's get it in here. Here's what I picked out to use. A big nut, a couple washers. This is 10mm on this side and 3/8 on this side. I made that. A big long 3/8 socket set screw. Another washer. And a big 3/8 with a washer I welded to it. Up spacing that out pretty far because this little ear right here hangs out. So I could just put a nut on there to space it out, but then I don't have enough threads to engage through this plate and bolt it. Now let's set the machine up. Since I got so much space on there, I'm going to poke this way out here to the edge. And just hold it with 2 bolts. And I tighten those down. I'm going to guesstimate the approximation here, kind of level. I'll fine tune that after I get the head in there. In here. Now I have to put this under the back to jack it way up because it's going to be real springy, so I got to put a lot of load up on it. So this goes underneath here. There, I'm on a head bolt. Okay, here's how I level it. So I'm going to lift this up all the way to the top of these slots the studs are in. Lift this side up. I'm going to tighten these real tight. Don't want it coming loose. Now we're going to level it. I got to make sure that it's sitting way down. And it's sitting way down. Okay, first we're going to level it this way. I'm just going to tap it down now because I lifted it all the way up. I'm going to hit it down here. Now we're going to crank it up. Way up. That preload on there so it don't spring. Make sure it's tight and won't come out. Hey, I'm all ready to cut, but first, somebody asked me what I use on this machine. This is the cutter. It's a single cutter. It's called a PCD, which stands for polycrystalline diamond. And it spins just like at warp 10. Let's get to cutting. Let's bring that cutter head over here. Or actually, let's move the head over there. Okay, here we go. I gotta see where the cutter is. I'm gonna come power down. Get over the top of the head. I'll spin it by hand, make sure it doesn't touch. There we go. Turn it on. There it cuts. Let's go to the other end. Let's check this. It's dead on. Let's cut it. There you go. I only took 3 thou off of it. I didn't think that was very warped. Let me get this out and get the other one in for you. David's been out here sleeping under his car. You taking a nap?
I live under this thing.
Cool. About got it running?
I have to pull it back out.
Oh, you liar. You got this thing just about running. Here we go, watch this probe. 11. 11, that's just a great finish. That gasket's gonna seal nice for him. Hey, David just finished up his car. Gonna go for the test drive. Here we go. Came out really nice, didn't they? I hope you guys enjoy your Sunday evening and have a good day at work tomorrow. And thanks a lot for following me around, okay? You guys have a good night and be nice to each other, please. Bye.